What's going on, guys? It's one Crazy Fox 1, and welcome to Earthbound 0. Let's go ahead and erase. Look at that, level 22. Yeah, failed recording. I love you. Let's go ahead and use this one. So I'm gonna go with the default names. Of course, I have to put them in manually. So the hero's name of this game is going to be Nintendo. The girl's name of this game is going to be Anna. I'm basically going with the default names. The boy's name is going to be Lloyd. You can spell it two ways. There's L-O-I-D, but I like to spell it the fancy way of L-L-O-Y-D, because it looks better. And finally, the last person that looks big and tough and mean and everything, his name is Teddy. And our favorite food is prime ribs. So how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great. I have to do this game twice, but you know, it's whatever. Prime ribs. And is this okay? Yes. In the early 1900s, a dark shadow covered a small country in rural America. At that time, a young married couple vanished mysteriously from their home. The man's name was George, and the woman's name was Maria. 2 years later, as suddenly as he left, George returned. He never told anyone where he had been or what he had done, but he began an odd study all by himself. As for Maria, his wife, she never returned. 80 years have passed since then. And starting off, we are Nintendo. In the Japanese version, that line on our clothing isn't there. I'm not going to compare too much to the Japanese version because I'm going to forget later. The menu was different. A lot of things were different. I'm just going to cover the major things that we take for granted that they added into this version. So, there's that. Anyways, we're level 1. Obviously, we have no money. We have a cash card. So, he already has his own debit card and everything. Which I just got mine couple months ago maybe, and I'm 18. This is an 11 or so year old boy, so pretty lucky guy here. We can check stuff, we can talk to stuff. We have PSI telepathy, and that's all we have right now. Pressing select will go to this menu. Pressing start will go to map. Holding B kind of makes it run, but it's not as simple as that. It does something that I'll explain in a sec. Anyways, let's go ahead and step outside. Or not! Welcome to the battle screen! Very, very black. There's no background in this battle screen. That's one of the flaws I find with this game. But it's still a great game. By the way, if anyone's wondering, I'm not playing the patched version that makes the game easier. I am playing balls to the wall, the real version that you have to really level up in order to beat. So, this is what the fight screen looks like. You can fight physically or you can use PSI. We do not have any offensive PSI or any PSI we can use right now. So our only option is to fight. The lamp. 1 damage. And he dodged swiftly. Now that we're in A battle screen. I should mention how I'm going to do battle screens. I am only going to show battle screens with enemies that have appeared, uh, no, not appeared, basically. If the enemy is new, I'm going to show the battle screen, or if something happens in it that is just worth showing, I'll, I'll put it in. Basically, you won't have to worry about me getting into like 1,000 random encounters. Anyways, if you want to level up, and because there's like 3 enemies before this is all over, I'm gonna show the lamp again. If you want to level up, you should battle 2 lamps and the monster in the next room. Oh, sorry about that. I have a toothache, so my mouth is being weird. You may hear me slur S's a lot more than usual. That's because there's a tooth thing going on with me. And right there it did something weird. Anyways, you go in here and you want to I was thinking of talking to my sister, but you want to go up to this person and doll draws near. Yes, the most powerful thing in this house is a doll. Even though it still does 1 damage. So I hope you guys are enjoying Toho 8 Lunatic Edition. If you guys are wondering where LSD is, I'm going to get that out very soon. The Lunatic Edition is just something for me to put up while I am editing these videos, because I don't really have a great hold on stuff right now. And like I said, you advance to the next level if you fight all 3 of the monsters here. If I happen to level up in a battle, I will show the level up, but I won't show the battle unless I was already showing the battle. The phenomenon has stopped for now. Anyways, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to check this thing. Now, the game doesn't tell you to ever check anything. And this is something I find really, really problematic with Earthbound 0/Mother 1. Is that you have to take a random wild guess. It's basically a Nintendo Power game, but unless there was a Nintendo Power in Japan that covered this, I don't think anyone would really know what to do. But you just have to know where the melodies are. Oh, I kind of spoiled. Well, here you go. Inside the doll, Nintendo spotted an old music box. As the music box wound up, it began to play. And we had to find multiple ones of those throughout the world, and the game doesn't tell us where they are. In later games, which I'm not going to compare too much to later games, they do a better job of telling us where stuff is. Nintendo, are you alright? Cat, what is happening to our house? I wish your dad was here now, maybe. Telephone! Nintendo, please pick it up. This is your dad! Well, it seems like a poltergeist. I'm not going to believe my son is crazy, telling me that dolls and lamps were flying. No, it must be real. It was a poltergeist, my boy. I'm not exactly sure how to, but your great-grandfather studied PSI. You might find something in the basement to help. But I left the basement key someplace, I can't remember exactly where. Anyhow, son, you are my only hope. It's time for you to go on a little adventure and explore the potential of your powers. Powers are not to be taken lightly. And 10, go for it. But remember to come back and check on our family. Bye! Oh, and phone me, and I will save your progress. Call me whenever you want. Slam. So, that is how we save. We just had to phone our dad, and he says he left the basement key someplace. Now, you can search around all in that house all you want, but really want to go and talk to your dog. You can converse with animals. Tell you a secret. Why don't you check me out? Oh, bow wow! Oh, and then we got the basement key after a funny pun. Why don't you check me out? And we can't just automatically use it, we have to actually use it. I like puns. Oh, we get into a battle. Down here we will find rats. Rats are found later in the game, but for now they are a new enemy. They don't really do that much damage, but since you're at level 2, you might want to be a bit wary of them because they can hurt. And by hurt I mean 1 damage. Oh, and they utter dirty words. Whenever an enemy does something like that, it usually causes fight or offense or defense or something to go down. If it doesn't work, sometimes it will actually raise your offense or defense or whatever. Case in point, there's an enemy in the areas right outside that does this sort of thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and check the present. And there was a great-grandfather's diary. But we're not done in here. Let's check the other things. There was a plastic bat. Let's go ahead and equip that plastic bat. And let's check this. There's bread. Bread is very useful in this game. We gotta call the exterminator. There's a rat problem. Anyways, what was I talking about before I got interrupted? Bread! Bread is useful in this game. Oh, by the way, before you go, it might be in your best interest to talk to your mom. Son of mine, you are braver than I thought. I can't let you go on a journey so famished. I'll cook up prime ribs. Eat your dinner and rest for the night. And when you want to eat prime ribs again, just come back here. That will fully heal us and fully heal our PP if we used any. Now, bread is useful. If you eat the bread, you can gain back health. But if you use the bread, which I'm not going to do, it will turn it into crumbs. And if you use the crumbs, you'll go right back to the place where you first used the bread. So it's really useful to have that whenever you're going into a big dungeon in case you want to leave. Problem is remembering. And I don't know how much time we're going on, but I believe that does it for this episode. Next time on Let's Play Mother 1/Earthbound 0, we will continue on with the epic music of Pollyanna. Oh man, I love this music. This is probably my favorite track in all this. Well, actually, we'll get into another track that I really like, but for now, thank you guys for watching. This has been One Crazy Fox 1, and I will see you next time.